Okay, Keir, so we've come so far, but it's heartbreak at the South Bank. We go out on penalties. Disappointing afternoon for us, but a fantastic journey all in all. While you must be disappointed to lose today, you must be proud of the boys.
Yeah, better to have loved and lost than to have never have loved at all, as they say. So, absolutely gutted. One of the most heartbreaking moments in football for me to lose a semi-final so close from Wembley, one penalty kick away. But at some point your luck's going to run out on penalties. We have been the worst side in rounds and won on penalties, and I felt today we were the better side and lost on penalties. Credit to Ascot, great football club, conducted themselves really well. Manager, backroom staff, absolute pleasure. Officials on the day, absolutely exceptional. I feel that goes a massive way when we start getting into the later rounds of the competition. That you get proper officials. The level is it blows my mind of how elite that is. And it was a really great cup tie. As a manager, you live and die by your decisions. And first half, we were 1-0 down. So at half time, make a brave substitution, flip the shape. And then within 15 minutes, we're 2-1 up. We get hit with a sucker punch to draw that back to 2-2. And then, unfortunately, the penalty takers that I picked and the buck falls on me, I got those wrong. I've got them right a lot of the time. But today, the ones that I picked, and everyone takes great guts, courage, and determination to step up and take one. But maybe I should have stuck with some of the boys that have taken them in previous rounds. Not always possible, but there was one or two decisions that I just fancied in the heat of the moment, and they didn't pay off for me. So that's the life of a manager. You're the hero when you get them right, and that big substitution at half time I've got bang on the nose and it's flipped the game on its head. And then the penalty takers that I've picked today to take their spot kicks I've got wrong today. But I'm so proud of the boys. I'm emotional right now in hurting, but to do what we've done this season to get to the semi-final, and I know there'll be people gloating that we haven't done it and they'll enjoy that, fine. They want to be mediocre, that's up to them. You've got to be ambitious and you've got to push for massive achievements, and along the way you're going to get heartbreak. So I'll take that on the chin. We do everything properly, conduct ourselves really well, and we've given absolutely everything as a whole football club and as a community to one of the best runs I've been involved with, and to go out to the favourites, who are absolutely steamroller in their league on penalties. Sudden death, then obviously it hurts, but really proud of the performance. I thought we were absolutely superb today. If we would have limped out today and we hadn't been very good, then I might be feeling even worse, but we've been so good today, exceptional. The togetherness and team spirit of the boys, even the ones that didn't get on today, fantastic. And I'm really proud to be their manager today. And although we didn't get the result that we wanted, just have to have a look at the progression in 2 seasons. You think this is not even our second full season altogether? I'm hoping that we can go on and achieve great things. Maybe that's not this season, but this cup run has sort of rejuvenated football inside Corsham. The biggest game in the history. I hear that week after week after week when we keep getting to these different rounds of the cup, but it doesn't make it any easier. It really doesn't. I won't hide how gutted I am, but I can still be proud of the journey that we've come on. So we'll make sure we all go into the bar, thank all the fans, have a proper pint together, and then maybe just accept that it wasn't our time to take that next step, because getting to Wembley is life changing, and there's lots of teams that have got to semi-finals and not quite made the final hurdle, and unfortunately we just fall into that category. So this point in my life, in my managerial career, and my life with Corsham, that fairy tale hasn't happened for us. And like I said, there'll probably be loads of people that are delighted about that, but the only reason they're delighted is because they're envious of what we're trying to achieve here at Corsham, and I've got no problem with that. I'd rather take a leap of faith and go for something and put yourself out there like we do than just be mediocre and settle for never have to be in those situations and never experience the heartache, because when you get to these later rounds and these are unbelievable runs, there's always going to be someone that pays the price and has to suffer the heartache. And if you're never getting to those points, then you never have to worry about that, because you're always just staying in the slow lane. But we put ourselves out there massively on this cup run. We're still in contention for promotion, and it's important that we try to bounce back very, very quickly. But as I'm speaking to you now, and I'm just sort of trying to digest everything, you think going down to Peacehaven, winning on penalties, the Deal game where we've been absolutely magnificent to get through the Brixham penalty game. There's so many memorable moments along the run, and I would have loved to have you filming around the change rooms at Wembley, but maybe that's just not our time right now, and maybe in years to come that might happen for us. But that once in a lifetime day out hasn't happened, but it's not for the want of trying, and we've gone out of a bang. We've given absolutely everything to the cause today.
Being pessimistic about the end of this season, assuming we do stay in this league, is today's defeat a real rocket to try and push for the Vase next season, or is the sole focus now forgetting about the Vase? It was a good journey, but now we really must focus on the league next season.
It depends of the direction, really. Like, I don't know at the end of the season if you're going to keep all the players that we've signed on this cup run, because you're looking to strengthen all the time. Like, are we going to be able to keep hold of James Rusby and Kane Simpson for a full campaign? We've picked them up along the way because of how fantastic we've done in the cup run. And they've settled into the team and done really well and improved us no end. And I'm sure there'll be teams from the Southern League and above looking at our best players, because the ones that we've sort of unearthed ourselves, the Swannies, the Naths, players like that, Smeds who we've got from Chippenham, there'll be people coming in looking for them, and rightly so. They've been absolutely magnificent for me in this football club. But it's important to just take a second, regroup, and just remember what we started out at the start of the season with was to aim for top 2 and top 3. Don't get that distracted with today's disappointment of the Vase run, because it was never in the agenda to do this well, and it's been a brilliant sidetrack. And that's why I said to you, I think it was in our last interview after the Bradford game, I don't want to get to the semi-final and we've tossed off the league and we're not in a position to be able to still challenge, where in fact we are. So I'll see what type of person I've got in the change room now, because I know what I'll be like. I'll be straight back ready to go again, to brush myself down, ready for Thornbury on Monday night. And it's going to be an anti-climax, but we've got to go there and put the pressure on Malvern now. We've got a huge month in April, and let's see what happens. Like, when you have heartache and setback, it's important to realise how far you've come, and to see where the club is today with thousands of people here watching. It was unbelievable. Like, I really did savour the occasion. I didn't feel nervous at all. I wasn't anxious. I fully believed that we could do it, and we were sat in a position to do so. And unfortunately, the luck just wasn't on our side today, and that will run out on penalty shootouts. On another day, we might have held out for 2-1 and grinded it out. But like I said, credit to Ascot. They're a great club. They produced a really good performance, and I hope that we can say that we've gone out to the eventual winners of the Vase, and good luck to them in the next game at Wembley now.
With Malvern being on the run that they're on, is every league game for us going to feel like a cup final, given that we have to win every single league game just to be 2 points behind them when we play them?
Yeah, and it's going to be near enough impossible. 21 games in 10, whatever it is. Yeah, 21 games in 10 days or whatever it was. I don't even know what it is. That sounds mental, saying that now, but I actually think that is what it is. But you have to prepare ourselves for all the fixtures we've got coming up. And yeah, like, you've got to have a near perfect run, and to pick ourselves up after the disappointment of that is going to be real tough. But I'll do everything I can to make sure the boys are ready. And I just want to say, like, a special thank you to everyone that's played for me this season. The reason I feel like I always can get a good squad together is the environment that I create. And you only have to look at the environment that the boys are thriving in at the moment. Yes, we have fallen short at the final hurdle to get to Wembley, but what an unbelievable achievement that we've been on this season. So hopefully it's heartache that we can learn from, and you know, as long as there's lessons learned and we progress on as a football club, I can take it. I can take it on the chin. I'll take all the flack that comes my way on social media. You know, when you put yourself out there, and like the football club have done with this run, you're always going to get some people that are hoping you fail, and you know they'll be able to take that moment today and enjoy that. But I've got no issue with putting ourselves out there and having a right go at it. And sometimes if you don't quite get that perfect fairy tale ending, at least you can say that you've given everything to try and go for it.